Oh, it is so cold. Oh my god. Greetings, it's January. Been snowing on and off all day. I'm in my workroom. It's freezing cold. Hence why I have my hottie botty, which apparently isn't like a thing that you have everywhere in the world. Like, how do people not have hot water bottles? I find that staggering. So it's January, start of a fresh new year that is bound to just be exactly the same garbage as the previous, if past experience is something to go by. But we're plugging on. We're keeping on. Who the hell am I? That's a very good question. Hello. My name's Kat, and I own the small business FaeRinmori on Etsy, and occasionally, if they let me in, conventions in the UK. Hello! So I have a shit ton of stuff to do. So first of all, I have all of these job stones, so I never actually got around to restocking any of the different colours from MCM in October because Christmas hit and then stuff happened. Unfortunately, we had a death in the family, which kind of threw us all through a loop. It was very unexpected. Apologies if that's triggering, but I feel like I need to explain. I don't know why. Things got a bit, upsetting. And then Christmas came around and I just never got around to restocking them. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing probably for the next month. Realistically, it is probably going to take that long to remake them. You can just tell I'm drinking green tea, can't you? That face, I'm drinking grass face. But it's good for me. So cold in this room. I have my resin currently trying to warm up because I tried to pour it out of the bottles and it just didn't want to budge, which I can understand. It was probably cozy and comfy and didn't want to move. Look how red my shirt is. Till that's heated up to a point where I can use it. Going through what I need to remake first, because I like a nice easy job in the new year. Something that, I don't have to really think about. And remaking the job stones, just delightfully easy. And then we're gonna figure some other stuff out. I'm finally hopefully gonna get around to listing some of these, my fairy wing earrings. There is an exciting development, probably for just me, and I'm gonna switch to sneaky peeky. That's it there. I can't be distracted. I need to work. What? Sorry, I'll never do that again, I promise. Cold has invaded my brain. Well, the brain cell that is left. And that poor thing was fighting for its life to begin with, so as you can imagine, it's a struggle. Also, one of the things I really, really, really need to do is I desperately need to rearrange just this space, because I don't know if I've mentioned it in a previous video. I think I must have done, but I was supposed to be moving beginning of last year, rather. And it never happened. So I kind of just threw everything in here without really thinking about how to utilize. Makes all the difference. Without really utilizing the space, and I need to utilize the space if I'm gonna make this my make or break year, which I haven't really mentioned yet. I'm making this my make or break year, which is putting a lot of pressure on myself. But, oh cool, the snow has now turned to rain. Fantastic, welcome to the United Kingdom. Well, I'm going big or going home. So we're investing in some stuff, we're gonna try and make some new things. If this was a more cohesive video, I would have hey, this is what I'm planning on doing this year, this is what I'm planning on doing, and we don't do that here. Look at me. Does that look like I do that here? I don't know, maybe I'll do a proper, this is just gonna be hey, it's the new year vlog that will almost certainly come out in probably August. Yeah, we're gonna keep this one short. This isn't I don't know what. You're probably thinking, why don't you just write a script? Why don't you write stuff down? I've tried. It just doesn't work. Action plan for the next month is gonna be restocking all the job stones. That's important because they have done really well. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna take a second here. Should we hang on? Wow, look at that! We've changed angles. This is good. This is good filming. I'm really good at my job. So, what I need to say is a huge, gigantic thank you. Is that better? No. I need to say a huge, gigantic thank you to not just people who bought from my small business on Etsy over the Christmas period, but anyone who supported a small business. You guys, no word of a f***ing lie, are the real heroes. Because you said to the big corporations and you put your money where it makes a difference, where it has an actual effect. Quite bold of me to say on behalf of all my fellow small business owners and artists, but still, on behalf of everyone like me, thank you so much. We're gonna change angles again. Oh, everything's just fallen over. I have mentioned a couple of times in the video already that this is gonna be like what I consider my make or break year. It sounds probably a bit more dramatic than it really is. Ha! Clickbait, we love it. I need to do something. Something isn't working. And it's not just to do with my business, unfortunately, it's just to do with life in general. I think trying to maintain my current level of activity was always going to be difficult. Also, previously, I focused more on the convention side of things, and Etsy was just a side hustle. But when I had the year where they just went, I had to focus on Etsy. So I've not really pared back from that. It's like I've kind of forgotten how my business used to run. It was conventions first, then it was probably the part-time job, and then it was Etsy. Etsy was just where I threw up some of my pins and my key rings and a little bit of extra moolah that I can invest in the business. At one point I thought maybe I need to cut back on the conventions because they're becoming a bit stressful and expensive. MCM has just raised their prices for their retailer tables, so the tables that they shove right at the back of the North Hall and don't really do anything with, to £1,000. Over £1,000 probably with VAT just per table. So if you're somebody who likes to have like I suppose per space is probably a better way to put it, per space. And then if you're somebody who likes to have 3 spaces, that's £3,000. Yeah, it seems like a bit of a shit deal. So I'm having to really reconsider whether MCM, I don't even know if I've gotten in, I might not, is for me going forward. But I still feel like I'm better off with the conventions, as inconsistent as they are, simply because they are a guaranteed income. I do make money from them. We'll see if it's worth it. And I think focusing on the conventions is still a better idea because I think online selling is just getting harder. I've again moaned about this in previous videos. Etsy just keeps changing the goalposts. They keep changing their algorithms, changing what they're focusing on. It is just, it's not as big of a guarantee, whereas at least with the conventions there is that nice chunk, less of a chunk than there used to be, but still an appreciated chunk that I get. And I do enjoy the conventions. They are stressful, but I do enjoy them. And so the last MCM I went to was back on form. Like, it was a good show. So wholesome. Just really just really rebuilt my faith in people, which in the moment is really quite necessary. I like the fact that I just on a whim decided to start recording this video because, as always, I'm just procrastinating. I need to get on with work. It's already 12. I was supposed to start at 11. Yeah, so maybe we'll keep this one relatively short and sweet, like a little update, little hi, it's New Year's. I hope you all had good Christmases if you celebrate, and a New Year's. And let's see what this shitter brings, shall we? I don't want to end it on a sad note. Yay, New Year's! I'm sorry, I'm just an old, grumpy, tired millennial who is just so done with everything. That's my door. Wow! I love how like my room just looks like blah from this angle. Like, there's nothing here. Oh, so do we finish it here? I don't know what this was, but if you've watched any of my videos previously, thank you very much. If you've watched this one, thank you very much as well. Feel free to like and subscribe, maybe, if you want to see more of whatever the hell this is. Check out my Etsy, FaeRinmori. I'm gonna do some work. Maybe. Chocks, and yeah, I'll see you in whatever the next one looks like. Do I blend? Like, if I did this, yeah, I kind of blend in. I still don't know how to end one of these, do I? I'm just gonna ramble into oblivion. Bye!